my channel. It's me, Brianna. Today's video is going to be another pregnancy update. It's going to be from week 35 to week 40. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and keep on watching to see what's been going on during these weeks, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So let's get started. And if I'm looking at my phone a lot, it's because I have notes from my whole pregnancy on my phone. And also I'm in the kitchen, but like at the coffee area. It has the best lighting right now because it's raining and it's pitch black outside because of, what is it? Daylight saving. So week 35, I did notice that my face was getting swollen, like around like my chin area, like this double chin. This is where I usually gain weight, and I noticed it was getting really full. And I just felt like I was looking more puffy, essentially. Then week 36, it was such an amazing week and like time. So it was baby B's baby shower. Also, I had a doctor's appointment that week, and I was weighing 171.4 pounds. I was half a centimeter dilated, and that's when my weekly OB visits were to begin. So from that visit, and also at my baby shower, my boyfriend at the time made me his fiance, so now he's my fiance, aka baby's dad. And it was just so crazy, but I'll make another video about that separately. But yeah, I'm a fiance now. I can't even wear my ring. It only fit me from week 36 to 38, and then I woke up and my finger was so swollen I thought I was gonna get stuck, so I just took it off because I was getting like it was marking up my finger like really bad. It was really pink and puffy and whatever, but oh my god, I wish I could wear it. Anyways, I'm just so excited that I'm a fiance, I'm a mom, like so many amazing things are happening this year. So the baby shower was great. I was fine during that. I wore heels for about like an hour, and then I couldn't wear them anymore. Mind you, I haven't worn heels in like a year and a half, so I figured it was just for photos. Week 37, I was getting even more uncomfortable while sleeping. I've already mentioned this throughout my pregnancy journey, but I'm a stomach sleeper, so I've not been sleeping well. I think it was about 4.5 months. Whenever I started showing, from then till now, still, I'm not sleeping the best. I'm not in the best, like the most deepest sleep, I guess, and I wake up a lot. But this particular week, I was really uncomfortable. My feet and my ankle, actually my ankles started getting swollen, not my feet. I was extremely fatigued, and my feet were getting like, how do I put it? How do I word this? So since I was swollen, since my ankles were swollen, they were feeling so heavy that the soles of my feet were burning. And I'm an RN, if you guys don't know, so I was still working in the hospital, running back and forth. So at the end of my shift, my feet would be on fire, like literally feel like somebody lit it with a match. But that's normal with swelling. On 10/26, I put the specific date down. This is the first time this happened to me. For 4 hours, I couldn't sleep. I was so uncomfortable. I thought I was gonna give birth, honestly. I thought I was having like major contractions. I couldn't sleep. I was like not fake crying, but like in pain, but I wasn't like hysterically crying about it. I couldn't sleep. I was tossing and turning. My fiance was like rubbing my back. I was getting up and down from the bed, walking around, and then I don't know what happened, but I ended up going back in bed, and then it went away. So I think that was like my first real Braxton Hicks because it went away. But usually when I feel discomfort, like cramping and all that stuff, like menstrual cramps, I would just pop ibuprofen, 1,000 milligrams. So I can't do that now. So it's kind of frustrating because it honestly feels like menstrual cramps at times. But that time was like way more than a menstrual cramp. I felt like I was literally like dying. And I was just getting really nervous. I'm like, how am I supposed to birth a child if I can't even handle this? But we'll see. Week 38, I went to the doctors again, and I was weighing 175. I was 1 centimeter dilated, 50% effaced. My uterus, what? My cervix was 50% effaced, and baby B was in negative stage 2, which means how low down he's going. Like, he's already head down, but apparently I think it's stage -4 to 1 or something like that. He's in -2, and then for the baby to come out, it has to go to +3, I believe. So it's gonna go -1, 0, then 1, 2, 3, whatever. So he's already like on his way, trying to go down, but not that low because I haven't given birth yet. Oh, I forgot to mention, in my 36-week appointment, I had this swab, or did I mention it in one of my other ones? No, they swabbed me for group B, and it's a vaginal and rectal swab, just so you guys know, because my doctor didn't tell me that it was going to be a rectal swab until like the day of. She's about to like go, and I'm like, what are you doing? And then she told me, I'm like, what the hell? Like, you should be telling your patients this. But I guess they don't want to freak you out, because they just kept saying, oh, when you come back, you're going to have a vaginal swab. But it's also like at the tip of your rectum as well, just so you guys know. But anyways, they're testing me for group B, which apparently is bacteria that you have in your vaginal area and your rectal area naturally. But some people, I think it's 25% of women have more than the normal amount or whatever. And it's fine for an adult, but it's not good for a baby. And guess who falls in that category? I do. So if my water breaks immediately, I have to go to the hospital, and I have to be put on a penicillin drip, which is an antibiotic. And that's supposed to help prevent the baby from getting the group B, because that could cause like a lot of damage to them apparently. It's actually really scary for me, and I was really disappointed in myself, really upset about it. Even when I think I cried, I'm not sure if I cried or not. I think I did. If I didn't cry, then I was really emotional about it. I felt like something was wrong with me, but my doctor was, like, honestly was like, you're fine, like, it's not bad. This is like a normal bacteria you have. You just have more, like 25% of women just have more than the normal amount, but it doesn't mean I have an infection, if that makes sense. I don't know, it's weird. So yeah, I was like really annoyed with that, because my plan in my head is to labor. I don't really have a birth plan, but there's some things that I want to do, and I was planning on laboring as much as possible at home. So I'm hoping my water doesn't break until like I can't tolerate it anymore. Then I end up at the hospital, and then it just so happens to break there, and I don't want them to break my water either. But you know, some things I can't control, so we'll see how that goes. But if my water does break, I'm going immediately to the hospital. But I'm hoping I can labor at home for a while, because from the research I've done and the books I've read, you dilate quicker in like an environment that you're comfortable in. And even if I'm comfortable in the hospital, it's not the same thing as my home. So yeah, what else? Week 38, I was also having right upper back pain. Oh my god, you guys, this back pain it's like no joke. Felt like a pinched nerve that was like balled up on the right side of my upper back, right below my shoulder blade, and it was killing me bad. I told my doctor, she's like, oh, that's odd. Usually you'll have lower back pain. No lower back pain. It was right on the right. I don't know what that was about. It lasted from then until recently. It just wore off. I think he was positioned a certain way that was pinching one of my nerves, because massages, ointments, everything, hot showers, nothing worked. Like, it was still really bad, and it would be okay in the morning and progressively get worse at night, and then overnight while I'm sleeping, I will be kind of moaning in pain, because it was really bad, like really, really bad. Also, I was also feeling my stomach getting tight, like literally like a rock. I'm pretty sure those are Braxton Hicks. I still don't know exactly what the Braxton Hicks is supposed to feel like, because I haven't had like contractions that I'm like, oh, it might be like the baby coming or whatever, and then it goes away because I walk or because I drink water. Like, it's just tightening, and it feels like menstrual cramps, and I'm not sure if that is what the Braxton Hicks are, or if I still haven't felt them, which is odd, because a lot of people start feeling them a month before you're due. So I'm not sure, but I have been feeling tightening of my stomach. And also, I've been constipated this whole pregnancy. This is TMI, but this whole video is like practically TMI. And my bowel movements are very, very, very regular and very frequent, and it's a bit much. It's not diarrhea, but I don't know what changed in my body, but I'm having a lot of bowel movements. And this book I'm reading, it's like what to expect when inspecting, or something like that, when expecting. It says that since your uterus is getting like ready for the baby, it's like loosening up a bit, and apparently that makes your rectum loosen up, and that's why you have more bowel movement. I don't know, but I'm definitely 100% not constipated anymore. Then on November 3rd, I was taking a shower and I could have sworn my mucus plug fell out. I was like washing up myself or whatever, and I think it was my mucus plug. It felt like a freaking booger coming out. It wasn't like excessive, and it didn't have anything blood tinged, but I'm pretty sure it was, because after that I felt lots of cramping in my abdomen. But like I said, I feel like everything's still up in the air and not 100%. So I don't know if that was my mucus plug. I think it was, but I don't know. And I told my doctor, and she says it could have been. Or then week 39, I had a headache for 2 days straight. My blood pressure's been fine though this whole pregnancy, and I've been really hydrated. My blood pressure's been like 110/70, 120/68. So it's not my pressure. I've been swollen. Now my hands were starting to get swollen at this point, like as of recently actually as well. But when I would wake up in the morning, I would have to go like this, because I would feel my hand just feels really stiff and full. I've never had that sensation before. Also at this doctor's appointment, I weighed, so this was on the 5th of November, 175.2, 2 centimeters dilated, 50% effaced still, my cervix. He was still in -2 stage, so I went up 1 centimeter. And also she did a mini membrane sweep because she wanted to feel if my body would contract, and it just so happened that I did. And let me tell you something, each time they check me to see how much dilated I am as the weeks go by, the more uncomfortable it is, the more I kind of want to say painful. It's like really uncomfortable. Everything gets really tight. Like your uterus gets like really tight. It feels like she's digging up to my freaking stomach. So it gets like really tight. And then she did a mini membrane sweep, which I believe is separating the amniotic sac from the cervix, so it could start getting, you know, your body ready. But it wasn't for 5 minutes. She only did it for 1 minute, so supposedly it's not a complete one. I don't know. And also, right after that visit though, I had so much vaginal pressure and so much abdominal discomfort. Like I felt like I was having a bad stomach ache, and then the lower part of my uterus felt like I was having so many like cramps, like menstrual cramps. My actual vagina was like super like tight, like it was super tightened. It was just like really uncomfortable, and I don't like those exams, and I'm like, oh my god, the day of, they're gonna be like checking me so often that, damn, like this is painful. It's very uncomfortable. And just the thing, like the whole baby's coming out of there too, like I'm nervous about that. But I'm not nervous about giving birth. I'm just, I don't know, it's like so many unknowns that I think that is what makes me uneasy. But within myself, I feel like I can do it, so I'm not too nervous. Then on November 10th, I had another appointment, and I was weighing 175.8. I'm 3 centimeters dilated at this point, which is this week. I'm 70 to 80% effaced, my cervix. So these things are progressing, and some people, when they're 3 centimeters dilated, they're already having contractions, but I haven't had any active labor contractions at all. And they also did an NST on me because my due date was November 11th. So they did the non-stress test on me to see if the baby's in distress or anything like that, and if I'm having contractions. Baby B is hella comfortable in there, not in distress. I'm not having any contractions though. And they did an ultrasound. He's weighing about 8 pounds according to it, 8 pounds 2 ounces, and he's super comfy. He's in position. He's like ready to go. I'm just not having contractions. The minute I have contractions that are consistent, he will be ready to like exit. But he's super comfy in there, and my uterus is not contracting. It's just cramping up. And yeah, they said everything looks great. And guess what? Since now I'm 40 weeks, which is, today is November 12th. I'm 40 weeks as of yesterday. So I'm 40 weeks and 1 day today. I have to go to the doctor twice a week, which I'm not that big of a fan of. I don't want to go super frequently, honestly, because one, they're going to be checking me every single time, and it's going to be at the beginning of the week and the end of the week, and I also have to get an ultrasound every time, which I don't agree with. I think it's too much exposure, so hopefully he comes soon. But basically the ultrasound is just seeing his position, seeing how he's breathing. They wanted to check all his reflexes, which everything he passed, and then to see how much fluid I have and making sure that my placenta is still working and everything looks great. So we'll see on Friday. If I don't give birth tonight, guys, we'll see Friday. I have another appointment tomorrow. And for week 40, even though it just started, I had so many symptoms yesterday, and I don't know if that's because I knew like, oh, this is my due date and I'm still pregnant or what, but I've been really emotional. I would say from the 10th and the 11th, like I just felt like I was on the verge of crying. I don't know why. I was starting to get a little bit nervous about my labor and delivery because I just don't know anything. It kind of stresses me out that if my water breaks, I immediately have to go to the hospital. It makes me feel like there's something wrong with me, honestly. Sorry about that. I had to change the memory card, so if I'm like in a different position, that's why. But basically, I want to bring awareness to just how, from like the pregnant mother's point of view. I understand that people are concerned, that people are excited and all these things, but at the same time, it's kind of overwhelming. Not even kind of, it's overwhelming to have multiple people like writing you every single day when you didn't even pass your due date or the day of your due date. Like, is baby here? Like, what's going on? Like, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, oh my God, like, please, like, babies are expected to come 2 weeks before, 2 weeks after your due date, because your due date at the end of the day is an estimation. Like, mine is not 100%, you know? So, yeah, that's what I want to bring awareness to. But I've changed my mindset since yesterday because the same thing happened today. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to view it as they're super excited and they're just wanting to know, like, what's going on. And they don't think something's wrong with me. They just want to know, like, is baby be here? Like, how am I doing? Like, is everything going well? Because I know, like, a lot of people, they give birth, like, before their due date or 1 week after. So, yeah. But honestly, I'm not even, like, I feel, the feeling I feel right now since I passed my due date, I feel like I'm just waiting for, like, this huge, huge life change to just hit reality. Because, yeah, I'm pregnant for 40 weeks, but I still have moments where it's still so surreal and it's still shocking to me that I'm becoming, like, the mom. And this baby is gonna be my baby, and I'm going to be bringing this baby into the world. And it's not like I'm gonna go visit somebody, like one of my family members or friends that just gave birth. You know, it's like my baby. It's happening to me. It's my time. So I'm really excited about that. And yeah, like that's all I have to say about that topic. I'm really gonna miss being pregnant. I probably could cry about it, but I'm not. Because then I'll have my son in my arms, and that's like super amazing and such a, like, this whole thing is a huge, huge blessing. And yeah, so I've also just been having lots of cramping and pressure, which I've been having since I was, I believe, 38. No, since I was 37 weeks, I've been having those sensations. And oh, I also, when I went to the doctor on the 10th, she checked me, and then after that I had like a mini, like, bloody show moment, and I was like kind of freaking out, but it went away like after 2 hours. But I was just like, what the hell, like, it hurt, like my body went like super, like, after. So it's probably why. How I'm feeling right now, I'm just waiting for my son, and I'm taking this time, honestly, like, to relax because I haven't been feeling the best. I've been extremely fatigued, like extremely, like to the point where I couldn't work anymore. My last day was when I was 39 weeks and 5 days, and that was from my doctor because I'm swelling up a lot after work, and the fact that my feet are like burning and on fire, and the extreme fatigue is just not safe anymore, and I'm putting too much strain on my body. So that's why I'm not working. I was gonna work like till I was in labor, honestly, but she doesn't want me to, so I'm medically unable to. So yeah. What else? Mentally, I'm just really excited. I'm really relaxed, honestly. And I'm the type of person that if I don't know what's happening, I'm extremely on edge. But for some odd reason, I'm not. And yeah, I have like those nervous feelings, but I think that's normal for this circumstance because you really don't know how it's gonna go down. Like 1 minute I could be perfectly fine, the next minute my water could be breaking, or I could be having this intense contraction or something. But yeah, so I've been feeling really good. Today I feel like really positive and good, so I was like, let me film this video because I feel good. I don't feel sad like I did the past 2 days. I was feeling really sad and I don't know why. It was like really odd. And yeah, and I think also changing my mindset about people like texting me and stuff has helped a lot, and I actually really appreciate them texting me, which is like, I don't know, like I have just mixed feelings, to be honest, and I really appreciate it. And I know it's coming from concern and not like, what's wrong with you, like get this baby out right now type of thing. And my fiance is so excited. He's been ready for the baby to come out since I was 38 weeks. Like he's so ready for it to meet baby B, like super excited, and we can't wait, and we're excited to like meet our little baby and for this like really to start happening. But at the same time, I don't want to rush him, and my doctor said not tomorrow's visit, I think the next visit they're going to talk to me about induction, like if I don't go into labor by then, like active labor. But I really don't want to be induced because I heard it prolongs your labor and makes it more intense. So we'll see. But as I said, I don't really have a birth plan. I just have like things that I want. Like I want to labor as much as possible at home. I prefer not to have that epidural, but my pain tolerance is honestly a 0, so we'll see how that goes. And I want to do delayed cord clamping, and I want my placenta. That's pretty much it that I have that I want, but I'm very flexible about it. At the same time, I'm trying to be realistic. So now, anyways, I'm going to show you guys my stomach because I've been rambling. Well, my bump, my 40-week bump in one day. Let me zoom you guys out. Oh, you guys can see my tummy now. So this is my 40-week bump. This is all baby B. I don't know if you guys could tell, but my uterus is tilted to the right side because that is where he likes to chill ever since he was little in there. Yeah. This is my bump. Oh, and also a weird thing that I got really self-conscious about, which I noticed when I was 35 weeks, is it's kind of squaring out. And I don't know if that's because like he's dipping inward, you know, to come out, or my stomach is just getting weirdly shaped. But yeah, this is it. You guys see? Oh my god, it's like freaking huge. Yeah. So who knows where I'll be in the next few days or how things are gonna pan out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to kind of like and subscribe. And I was thinking to film a what's in my hospital bag video. Should I film that, or should I film what I actually used in my hospital bag? I could do both. So just let me know. I'll be thinking about it today to see. Cause I have to go over the stuff anyway, so we shall see. But yeah, so we're just here waiting for baby B. Anyways, have a great day wherever you are. Bye.